Up to about a week ago, I was waking up every single day feeling tired, feeling absolutely demotivated to do any work whatsoever. And if this sounds like something that you're in right now, then listen to the very end of this video, because in this video I'll show you exactly how you can get back on track. You've most likely already heard your teachers, your parents, your doctors talk about, yeah, get your 8 hours of sleep, but this is not the only thing. If you only have good sleep, you'll still wake up tired every single day, just like I did. I always had optimal sleep. I always tried to get my 8 hours of sleep, though I still was tired. So let me tell you about something that really helped me, which is just as important as getting enough sleep. Now this would be sunlight exposure. Especially sunlight in the morning is extremely important. Now this is backed by the Human Lab podcast, so you can look all of this up if you don't believe me. Now what you should do every single morning is get about 5 to 10 minutes of sunlight onto your body. This is what I do. Right after I wake up, I go downstairs, get out of my door, go into my garden, and get about 5 to 10 minutes of sunlight onto my body. The more your body is actually exposed to the sunlight, the better it is. It actually boosts your testosterone levels as well. So the most important parts of your body, which should be in direct contact with the sunlight, will be your chest and your testicles. Now before you start whining, oh, it's too cold outside, it's starting to turn winter now, I can't. Well, obviously, that's just something you do in summer when it's actually hot outside, even in the morning. What I do right now is I go down, grab my hoodie, put it on, and just go outside and just try to get my face in the sunlight. I just try to look in the general direction of the sun. Don't look at it through a window. You actually have to be outside. This is the most important part. Now, if you look directly into the sun, you're a because that's going to damage your eyes. That's where you look in the general direction of the sun. Try to get about 5 to 10 minutes of this sunlight directly after waking up onto your face. And if the weather or your location allows it, try to expose as much of your body to the direct sunlight as you possibly can. Now let's say you're like me and you wake up at about 6:40 a.m. every single day so you can get some sunlight. But there's not really much sun out there yet. But now don't go into this state of coping. Just think about this with me. This is actually logical. If you can see outside, if you can go outside and look at your hand about this far away and you can see the hand, if you can see what's around you, if you can see your surroundings, there is some sunlight. There is something, otherwise you wouldn't be able to see. So this is also sunlight. You don't have to get these beautiful orange rays of sunbeam onto you. Of course that would be best, but it's still crucial that you also go outside if there is no direct yellow rays of sunlight projecting onto you. So don't cope if the sun isn't up yet, or if it's cloudy and you can't see the sun directly. It doesn't matter. Just get the sunlight because it's all there. So if we're going outside in the morning to get as much sunlight and as much light as possible, then wouldn't it be logical to just limit the amount of light we see in the evening? Now, obviously you're saying yes now, but if you really think about this, at the evening time, if you're in your room or in your house, there's most likely some bright light turned on. And this is actually exactly what we don't want to do. We don't want to get in contact with any bright light in the evening time. So what I do is really simple. I've heard Iman Gaji talk about this and it just really sounded logical to me. It just clicked in my brain. I was like, all right, I'm doing this too. So in my house, there's so many LEDs, so I have the option to just turn on all the external lights that aren't connected to any LEDs and just use LEDs at the evening time, because why wouldn't I? And now what I do with these LEDs is just I turn the color of them to red. Hear me out. Don't go and cope and say, yeah, but I live with my parents and I live with my sister and my brother, and yeah, there's people in my home and they'll think I'm weird and I'm some horny motherfucker turning on red light and whatever. But just explain it to them. Just tell them that light is measured in lux, and on a spectrum of all the different colors of light, red is actually the one with the lowest amount of lux. So obviously turning on red light in the evening is the most effective to your melatonin production. And melatonin is exactly what helps you sleep at night. If the amount of melatonin your body produces at night is shit, your sleep is obviously gonna be shit. So you really want to increase this by as much as you can. And the easiest way to do this will be to stop eating right before bed. The last meal you're gonna consume every single day will be about 2 hours before you go to bed. Promise me this is important. Eating before bed is Because what does your body do at night? It tries to recover, it tries to build muscle, it uses all of its function to just recover. But your body can only focus on doing one thing at a time. Now, do you want your body to focus on digesting your food while you sleep, or on repairing yourself and building muscle and processing memories? Now, most likely another reason why you're always tired is because the food you consume is Stop eating genetically modified food right this instant. So just stop going to McDonald's every single day and actually start eating a banana or some chicken and rice that you cook yourself. Just some good food. You can imagine your body like a car. Obviously, you're gonna wanna have the best car you possibly can if your money allows it. But wouldn't you also wanna have the best body you can if your mind allows it? Yes, of course, who wouldn't want to be at peak physical strength and peak mental awareness? So if you're actually going out of your way and buying an expensive car, let's say you're buying a Lambo, would you want to fuel it with some perfect fuel for the car? Or would you put some absolute garbage in it, which is just going to make it break down and just drive like an absolute... Of course you wouldn't, and that's exactly what you should do with your body. You should fuel it with the best food that you possibly can. Now also another thing is not just the food you consume, also what you drink. Like bro, if you're still drinking tap water in 2023, I don't know if I can still help you. Like just get off the tap water. Don't drink your sugary Coca-Cola and don't drink some tap water which is full of testosterone killing hormones. Now where I'm from here in Austria, we got actually some good, decent water, which is way better than it is in the United States or somewhere else. But it's still, I wouldn't want to drink tap water because there's some hormones in there which are so tiny you can't actually filter them out and you're drinking them. If you've never heard of what is inside of tap water, which is so dangerous to your body, especially as a man, it is these micro hormones that a woman which is on birth control, if she actually goes to the toilet and pees, she pees out these hormones which are obviously testosterone killing, which are making men infertile, which are making herself infertile so she can't get pregnant while she's on the pill, while she's taking birth control. This is going inside the water. And yes, you might be saying, yeah, but that's what filtration systems are for. Yes, that is some of the things filtration systems are for. But those micro hormones can't actually be filtered out 100%. We as men drink this and it kills our testosterone, which is the male growth hormone. And it actually makes you infertile if you drink too much of this. Now another thing that I myself have done for so long, which you absolutely at any cost want to avoid, is working out too late in the evening, simply because it gets your pulse up. Your heart is racing, your heartbeat is increasing, and this is exactly the opposite of what you want to do at night. You want to decrease your heart rate by as much as you can. So this is all I have for you guys today. If you found value in this and you want to hear more about this topic or several other topics, make sure to join my Discord, which is the first link in the description. You can actually get in contact with me there one-to-one and actually ask me about some topics or give your expertise or something that I might not know and actually recommend a video idea to me. And I want to end this video with the words, don't compare, be compared to. Bye bye, I love you guys and I'll see you in the next one.